This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to play with coach files or play with league teams or your own league team for anyone that's new to the Backyard Baseball League or the RBBL. So the first thing you're going to want to do if you haven't done this already is download the coach file that you want to use. For this explanation video, I'm gonna use my season 11 Junior Bombers team as like a placeholder as an explanation. But if you're just joining the league, then you're gonna have to download like the file that you're using or that like the league decides for you to use. Yep, I've already downloaded it there. Now what you're gonna want to do in the game is you're gonna wanna go over to the coach selection menu. I'm actually gonna get to it in the game when it loads. Please note that this word. Hold on. There we go. No, not that. Please note that this is the exact same for both the 01 and the 03 leagues. Although I play in the 03 league, so I'm going to use this as an example for so I'm going to use an 03 file for this example. If you're playing in the 01 league, this tutorial will work the exact same way. So now what you want to do is what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a dummy file essentially that you're just going to replace. The only thing that matters in this file is the name of it. So yeah, on my thing, my coach name is gonna be TCS11. I don't know why they just I guess they just forgot to put the S11 after mine, because mine's the last coach file on the list. So for mine it'll be TCS11, but whichever coach file you're downloading, you'll have to do the name. So like if you're gonna play with Toast's coach file, or if Toast was gonna make it, he would have to type TOS11, but I had to type TCS11. So you're gonna type in TCS11 for the coach file in the game. But then once that done, everything else about this file doesn't matter. You can select any character, select whatever team you want. Yeah, it won't matter because you're eventually gonna replace it with the league file that you just downloaded. So now once this file has been created, yep, TCS11, you can now just exit the game and head over to, and also may as well this as well. And now you're going to have to run the command prompt of Windows plus R. Now it'll start up a run command here, or a run box here, and you're going to have to type in APPDATA. I already have it as I already have it saved in for me because I always use app data. But if you're just doing this for the first time, you're going to have to type in app data. So now you just press OK. Now you go on to roaming, then ScummVM, then save games and open a new window. And now when you look down on this, you'll now see all of the coach files listed here. You're gonna have to look for the one that you just created, and right now it's 2:21 a.m. right now, so I'm gonna look for the one that's there. Yep, so this one, Baseball 2003, Baseball 2003.co2. So now this CO2 at the end is very important because for both O1 and O3, all of the coach files have a tag or a number at the end of them. So for you, this may be like CO4, CO6, CO8, but it's very important. So you definitely gotta remember it. So now what you should do is you now should go on to your downloads page, look at, yep, this is the file I downloaded. Now this is the league file that you're going to put into saved games. Should be at the end, yep. Now what you're going to have to do is you're essentially just going to have to get rid of this file at the end, although now you're essentially going to have to get rid of this file right here, because this is the dummy file that you created. And what you're going to have to do is, now you can just rename this, put it somewhere else. Although I like to just delete these files, because they're just not needed. So then once you delete the file you just created, or the dummy file you created, and you remember that it said CO2, yep, there it is. Now, what you need to do is you need to type in .c and whatever number it had on the end. So for that file there, it was CO2. But you're not done there, because now what you have to do is you now have to type in baseball 2003 slash baseball 2003 with the baseball being capitalized. And if you're doing this with an O1 file, then it's baseball 2001, not capitalized baseball 2001. You can see it in the coach file list here. Then baseball 2003. Yes. And now you're done. Essentially, you can just close out all of this, open Backyard Baseball 2001 or 2003, whichever league you're in, or whichever coach file you want to use. And yep, it's my team. Yeah, so I figured I'd just make this little tutorial for anyone that's just joining in the league who plays on ScummVM, on how they use the league files, or how they play with the league files. If you have any questions, or if anything happened while you were following this tutorial, I'd appreciate a comment, but out of the way. Hope you have fun in playing in the Backyard Baseball League, or scrimmaging with the file. This is the CRK signing out. Hope you had a good day or night, and goodbye.